to this piece of paper and this structure, this is just it'll change a lot of lives.
I agree.
I would say I've been 10 years sitting around this district and we have not had a strategic plan moving forward, and I think it's phenomenal that we have something now to hang our hat on and move forward with, and use as our roadmap to where we want to go and show our community where we're going and how we're going to get there. So kudos to everybody involved in that. Anybody else? A vote, please.
I never made the motion.
You
No.
didn't?
No, I didn't ever get to make the motion.
I'm all
You
excited.
stepped in and
Okay,
started
go ahead.
speaking. So I
Make
need
the
to make the
motion,
motion
please.
first, I believe. I move to approve, I move to approve the proposed strategic plan as recommended by the administration.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Sorry about that, guys. Got ahead of myself. A vote, please.
Mr. Allen,
Aye.
Mrs. Harold,
Aye.
Mr. Irons,
Aye.
Mrs. LeVere Wright,
Aye.
Mr. Wright.
Aye.
Motion carries. Congratulations, everyone that worked on that. Okay, 7.06 administrative salary ranges.
I move to approve the proposed administrative salary ranges as recommended by the personnel director.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
Yeah, I'm just glad that we're getting to the point where, we've always wanted to put some of these housekeeping systems in place. And when you have leaders like Paul Anderson and Dawn and Brett and Jack, you can start moving the entire business of the district forward. So I just want to thank you for making us both competitive but also efficient. So thanks, Paul, and your entire HR staff.
Marie, your light's on. Did you want to say more? Okay, I want to make sure. That's how I know when people want to speak now with our new systems. It's great.
Oh. I'll make sure I turn it off then when I don't need it.
A vote, please, Loretta, if no one else had anything.
Mr. Allen,
Aye.
Mrs. Harold,
Aye.
Mr. Irons,
Aye.
Mrs. LeVere Wright,
Aye.
Mr. Wright.
Aye.
Motion carries. That is all of our action items. Now we will move on to our information items, and the first one is the iConnect Zone update.
Mine's purple, that's my favorite color, so that's okay. Or blue.
We just can't we can't read the purple, so sorry.
So tonight, the iConnect Zone is just going to take a quick opportunity to update the board on some of the amazing happenings that are happening throughout the zone. Tonight, you're going to be hearing from Patriot Learning Center, Falcon Homeschool, also our iConnect Solutions Manager. You won't be hearing from Falcon Virtual Academy or charters, because our charters, we just went through renewal, and you guys know a lot that's going on with that. And then you all will be receiving an executive summary on an annual performance review from some site reviews that we're going to be doing with the charter schools in April. So you'll get an update and an executive summary to the board on how they performed this year and how things are going with that, with their new dashboard process. So, but you will also hear from Falcon Virtual Academy in April, so they have a little bit more time to talk about the return on investment that you all did with the new building and what they've done in the last, since they were in their building since October. So I wanted to make sure that they had some time to be able to do that, and you guys could ask questions and get some more input in that. And then we'll be updating, if there's time, after I would rather have the kids speak and the school speak, but if there's time, we are going to be launching the new iConnect Zone website next week that I've been working with the communications team on, and Teresa Klinitsky, wave your hand. She has designed the entire, put all of the meat and info into the website. So I just want to publicly thank Teresa, because she's done a phenomenal job of working with Dustin as well in getting this website up to speed. So Without further ado, I'd love to introduce the Falcon Homeschool Enrichment Program Manager, Jessica McAllister. She came to us last year from the online world, actually, so she also has online experience. She worked with me years ago in online education. We were both online teachers together. But now she has a passion for homeschooling, and she's a perfect fit for this program and really, really loves the families and loves the kids. So, oh, whoops, no. I'll put it up here for you.
Okay.
While you're talking.
So, hello, my name is Jessica McAllister, and I'm one of the founders of the Falcon Homeschool Enrichment Program, and I'm the current program manager, as Kim just mentioned. I'm joined here today by quite a support mechanism over there. I've got some students, and you guys heard from John earlier. I have some teachers and staff, I have some parents, and so thank you guys for spending your Thursday night here with all of us. And thank you guys for allowing us this opportunity to present to you. I'm aware that I have time limits. I could speak for days literally about our program because I just love it. But John Nelson, he kind of mentioned earlier that he was part of our interview process. When we interviewed teachers, we brought some students in last spring, and he was our timekeeper. So he's been really great about keeping time and keeping us on track. And he also does that. He's in our writing class, so he makes sure I don't ever go over. So John, as soon as this PowerPoint's up, you can start. Okay? Oh.
He's already on it.
Oh, no. Rewind the clock.
I don't know where Maria put it. Hold on.
So I'm aware, when I was asked to present to the board, not only was I aware of the limited amount of time that we would have, but I was also given a task to put together some documentation for the board so you guys could see our enrollment, see some pictures, and see what we're up to and what curriculum we're using. And I, again, can also, as I can speak for days about our program, I can also write a lot. So what I had actually submitted to be placed into the iConnect News, there was quite a bit more. So I have Taryn and Leah. Would you guys go ahead and pass them out that first packet? These are some more of our amazing students. So here comes what I submitted. It's quite different than what was included.
Oh, found it. Yay! Maria put it in my board file, not homeschool
You guys
file.
are doing a good job, thank you.
So much.
It's okay, I'll just hold it. And knowing we're blue.
Matches your computer.
I can't see it on my screen, this is really not right. Because I can't get over here.
See, it's not just me, it's them.
It's the VGA cable. They told me it's not the Mac, it's the cable.
It's saying it has to be.
It's a good thing I didn't know for CEO.
Okay, let's go now.
Okay, so this is what you guys were submitted in the iConnect News that was given to you, but there's quite a bit more information that I kind of wanted to share with you, so feel free to look at that whenever your time allows. Our staff at the Falcon Homeschool Enrichment Program is very committed to lifelong learning, and so because of that, we've undertaken book studies. And one of the book studies that we do is Creating Innovators. That probably should sound familiar to a lot of people in this room. And we are very inspired by the spirit of innovation in our school and all of the different types of innovation that can happen. So one of them that we've really kind of taken under our wing is the spirit of social innovation. Through that, we've had a canned food drive where we lined our hallways, and we donated and collected 251 pounds of, or not pounds, pounds of canned food and non-perishable items to donate to the Falcon Food Pantry. We had our students make snowflakes, which we then sent to Sandy Hook. Those students, as they were entering their school again, so they kind of felt welcomed that way. We're currently participating in a program called Pennies for Patients, which is collecting spare change and giving it to leukemia. Up there it says we have raised 200 so far, but after today we counted and now we're over 350. So in one day we got $150 in spare change. And then lastly, we started to kind of experiment with this idea of a kindness campaign. What we did internally, you guys can start distributing those cards. We decided to see what the patterns of kindness were and the ripple effect that can happen. So every student was given a card of which you're being presented with, and they were set on a mission, or they were given 3 cards. They were set on a mission to go perform kind acts. They had a random number that we could identify the students with that was on this card. They presented the card. And then the instructions on the back